Right then folks, here we go again. I have no idea how to beat this boss. It's probably going to be a lot of trial and error, but you know what? I'm determined. I think we can do this. How hard can it be, right? How hard can it be?
It's the porky puff nibbling bug. It took quite a liking to the crunchy stuff after munching down Out-of-Date's leg. Hook the boom ball and tow it beneath the puff.
That didn't work. Oh well, that's also very unfortunate. Bear with me, we'll learn. We'll get there. Or maybe not, who knows. There we go. I am already nearly dead. Oh shit, I can shoot its weak points. Oh, I didn't get that. Okay, okay, cool. Cool. Give me that kneecap, you bitch. Yes. Oh, he's fucking down. Oh no, I can just shoot the shit out of his... New weak point on face. New weak point on face. New weak point on face. Okay, I don't know what the bombs are for then. I don't really get the point of them. Hang on. I wanted to heal. I wanted to heal, but I apparently did it wrong. We'll just ignore the bombs completely then. I think maybe they're just like a quicker way of dealing damage if you're feeling frisky, but... He is underwater, ladies and gentlemen. This is new. We've reached phase 2. I don't think I like phase 2. Is this where we use the bombs? Is this what the bombs are for? This is probably what the bombs are for, huh? Oh no, wait, hang on. Telling me to launch Gumquacks.
Unleash the quacks.
Go, Gumquacks.
Cute, but too big playing with quacks.
Okay, I think hitting him with one of them when he pops up is how you get him to... I don't really know what happened. I just pressed the button when I was prompted and it kind of worked out for me. Giving me a pretty big opening though. I actually like this phase. This phase is better than the... We're back in phase 1, aren't we? Okay, cool. Cool, okay. Until that happened, I was enjoying that phase.
Enjoyed that.
Oh! To be fair though, I learned a lot. I learned a lot.
Again. The story needs a hero.
A story does need a hero. And I am the hero. I don't know why it's telling me about my quacks already. I don't need... Unless I do need them. Do I need them? I've also learned we need to watch for that fucking tail, because apparently that is... that is an issue. I can't believe I didn't notice these weak points before. I mean, that does sound like me, but... They're very big and obvious. Oh, that did a lot of damage. Okay, cool. Cool. I mean, so did that. He's hitting me harder than I'm hitting him at the end of the day, but I have healing items if I can... It's annoying because unless you get the prompt to use a quick item, like that, which only happens when you're on really low health, actually using a recovery item is super fucking difficult.
And
it's really awkward because you have to select it from the fucking wheel. And I can't be fucking around with that, so I just basically don't heal unless I'm just about to die, and it gives me the option to do it easily. Even then, it's not easy because it's a fucking it's a D-pad button, which means I can't like steer at the same time. I think we need to revolutionize controllers a bit. I think that's the problem. We've been using the same controller setup for a long time, and I think the idea of mapping things to the D-pad is fine, but I think it'll be better suited if those mapped buttons were accessible from your right hand thumb, you know. The left hand, in most games, 90% of games, you're gonna want your thumb on the left stick like all the time, right? It's your right hand that is usually a bit more free because that only generally controls the camera. I'm speaking in generalizations here, of course. You know, control system setups change a lot from game to game, but generally speaking, particularly in action games where this is most important, you're gonna care most about your left stick, right? That's going to be your favourite. Okay, he's back underwater. Let's not fuck up this time, because I did it fine on the first time we got into this phase, and then the second time it just straight up... Okay, can't just throw a quack at him there. We have to wait for him to actually pop up, and then throw a quack at him. And then it stuns him for a bit. We shoot the explosions. That's what I said. Those are the words that came out of my mouth. Have quack. Have it. Good. I don't like the ominous line halfway through his health bar, by the way. I'm a little bit perturbed by that, because that implies that there's going to be a shift in dynamics once we get into half health. It might not mean that, it might just be an easy way of telling when you've got into half health, because that's a nice thing to know. I mean, we've already got 2 phases, so having another one when he gets half health would be honestly pretty impressive. Like, it's pretty... Oh, fuck. Fuck that opportunity, didn't I? Quick heal. We're getting there though. We're pushing towards that half health line. God, I could not aim at all. I feel like that's not entirely down to me. I feel like aiming well on this fucking dinghy thing. Dinghy. It's definitely not a dinghy. You know what I mean? My water bike is more difficult than it looks. Because your movement's so floaty. It's hard to sort of counteract that by over aim. Oh.
It's the brisk wind of change. Don't let this opportunity
Oh, yeah, something happens at half health, alright. Confirmed something happens at half health. We enter land mode. Oh, I guess I'm just here, huh? Can I just... Oh, I can just shoot the shit out of him. I feel like I'm probably still going to want to aim for the big old thing on top of his head. Ooh. Wow, what the... Can I jump that? I can jump that, okay. God, that is brutal though. Wow. As is that. If I get hit again, I'm fucked. Let me just... Cool. Very cool.
Wasn't even worried.
Wasn't even worried. Oh, it starts me here though. That's nice. Phase 1 is officially over. We're never going to have to do that again. I can dodge these rocks as long as I'm not like having to operate a... Okay, maybe I can't. I stand corrected. Okay, that's fun. That was actually a fuckload of damage as well. Okay, I'm liking that skill. I'm liking that skill a lot. He just grabbed me, which probably means I'm dead, huh? Or I get a free opportunity to kick the shit out of him a bit. I am inside Worked out pretty good for me, all things considered. Heal! 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 I really am not understanding the heal controls. I honestly, like, maybe I'm just a fucking idiot, I don't know. But you can tap up when it prompts you to quick heal. Otherwise, you just can't. You just can't heal. There's just no healing available. You can open the menu to select which item you're going to use to quick heal later. Okay, okay. That's actually pretty avoidable if I just double jump it. The rocks, however, are fucking brutal. Also, I need to get better at reading which attack he's about to do. I literally don't understand how to heal. I straight up don't get how to do it. Maybe I'm being fucking retarded or something. I honestly... Why is there a rock there? Okay, I need to be actually quite close to hit with this, which is the sort of downside of it. Oh fuck. Be at them, then zap him a bit. And we're back to rock throwing. Nope. He's meleeing, okay. I am trying to dodge these attacks, believe me, but apparently you can't. I think I probably have to roll backwards away from the melee attacks. I think that's what I'm doing wrong. Also, you know, I was in mid-air then, so I'm not quite sure why that. Okay, presumably he's meleeing again, so I'll roll backwards. There we go. And then I move forwards because he's stunned for a second after he misses a melee attack. Double jump over that, double jump over that, double jump over that, continue zapping. Roll backwards. I did roll backwards, I promise you. Right. Okay, okay, that actually used it that time. I really don't know what to think anymore. I really don't know what I was doing wrong all the other times. I feel like I did exactly the same as what I normally do when I tried to heal from that menu. Oh. I don't know why he tried to melee me when I wasn't there then, but... Not complaining. I have no stamina. Can't take advantage of this opportunity. Oh. Cool, 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 cool. To be fair, as long as he doesn't throw rocks, I'm not too bad off. I know how to avoid all of his other attacks. The rocks just sometimes home far better than you expect them to, though. Nearly got him. It's really not that hard, honestly. I just can't handle certain attacks at all. There we go. World Eater defeated! Look at that! Look at that! It took me a fucking long time, but I got there in the end. And now I'm being towed, apparently. I don't think my bike got exploded, and I feel like it goes faster than it would if I was getting towed by an otter, but what do I know? What do I know? I'm sure my bike is very good and very cool. I think we've just returned to the main menu. It didn't like me winning. Oh no, here we go. I thought we killed it.
He thanks you for dealing with the first World Eater. It's a
I thought you wanted the world to burn.
You should go see Out of Date and find out what you can about the machine he's named the Ark. Even if Out of Date doubts your intentions, he depends on your help, and the Sifu is confident he'll let you know what you need.
Okay.
He trusts you know where to find Out of Date by now. He's always been at the foot of the tree, and that hasn't changed.
Okay. Good for me, I suppose. I did it. What do you want?
Goop knows he's repeating himself, but can't help talking to you.
What are you not telling me?
Are you smart enough to take on the Eastern World Eater?
I've got to go.
Says goodbye to you. Goop knows he's repeating himself, but can't help.
Why did he say goodbye to me then? I don't want to take up any more of your time.
Wishes you goodbye.
He knows he's repeating himself, but... Right, okay, cool. Right, back to out of date then, I guess. One World Eater down. I'm struggling to understand what this guy's stake in it all is. Why is he cowering from me? I know I'm very cool, but... I thought you were meant to be like a badass world conqueror. Why are you cowering before me? But yeah, his whole thing was like... He was part of the team that was like, nah, we don't care. We want the world to end so that it can... something. We'll conquer it and... I don't know. Destroy the world tree and begin a new cycle or something. He was on about something like that, right? I didn't make that up. What the fuck is this? Come here. Kill creature. Yeah, I made my aura darker. Okay, I need to look out for little creatures to murder. Kind of annoying that... I mean, I would like to have kept and petted the creature, but I wanted to make my aura darker. That's the only reason I killed it. I'm a big creature collector. That's why I like Pokemon so much. So it's a shame that in order to be the bad guy, you're not allowed a pet in this game. There doesn't seem to be anything else in this area. This seems to be very much a dead end. So I guess we do as we're told. We head towards out of date. We continue the progress of the game. Cool boss fight, honestly, though. Cool boss fight. I mean, I could not get my head around how to dodge those rocks. It felt like the sort of thing where, like, it kept going slow motion when I timed the roll right and making me dodge it. But sometimes it would go slow motion and then I'd get hit by the rock anyway, right? That wasn't a thing that was a guaranteed success. So it feels like even a perfectly timed dodge, or something that the game was calling a perfectly timed dodge, wasn't actually successful. Why? Why? I guess I'll go on foot then. The game really doesn't want to let me summon my little bikey thing. My goop glider.
There it is, the Tree of Life.
Because it wanted me to see this cutscene, I don't know.
All life is related by common descent, where the twigs are existing species, and those produced in the past represent the succession of the extinct.
Sure.
The tree's great branches were once budding twigs, a connection between the past, present, and future.
I do like
a
the
representation of all extinct
Shut up,
and
Jerry's
living
talking.
species, with its ever-branching and beautiful ramifications. We are an evolution of those that came before.
Yeah, I think I mentioned it in a...
Treasure the coming day.
Shut up.
The world doesn't have so many anymore.
I'll try that again. I think I mentioned it in when we saw the sapling version of the Tree of Life in one of the first episodes of this. I don't know if it was the first one or the second one, I can't remember. But I do really like the design idea of having the tree of, the actual literal Tree of Life be shaped like a strand of DNA. I think that's neat. I think that's a cool idea. Hey, there it is. I wasn't aware it was literally there. We need to get past it though. This looks like a fucking... Maybe I've been playing too much Valheim, but this looks like a copper vein. I want to mine it. I want its resources. I think I've probably been playing too much Valheim. I like Valheim. That's a lie. I have a weird love-hate relationship with Valheim. I think it's a very cool concept of a game in that it takes like the Rust sort of framework of, you know, build house, collect resources, scavenge what you can find sort of thing. Only instead of being a PvP, it can be PvP. I think you can have like faction wars and stuff on bigger servers, but instead of being more PvP focused like Rust is, it's cool that it has like world bosses to go out and kill. I think that's fun. It gives it more of like a co-op progression sort of system, which is nice. The only problem I have with Valheim is that everything is so grindy in it. It's like, okay, you've reached this point, now go clear 12 of the same dungeon to find these special cores so you can build a forge, and then it's like, okay, right, you've built your forge, now go collect 9,000 pieces of copper, like 10 at a time, because they weigh a fuckload and you can't carry more than that, and bring them back and smelt them, and then you can have a new sword, and it's like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean?
LUPA-LUPIN'S camp has always been there, hidden deep inside the mountains.
Oh. LUPA-LUPIN was the bad guy, right? He was the end boss. He's the guy who murdered my family. Can I just go kill him? I imagine if he is there in the camp and it's not abandoned, I'm not quite sure where it is, it pointed out at me, but I'm not entirely sure where. I imagine if it is there, then he's going to be very hard and probably dick me. Going to be one of those things where I need to go.
This is LUPA-LUPIN'S camp.
Doesn't seem like there's anyone over there. Let's go have a look. I'm feeling brave. It just saved, so what have I got to lose? Whoa, what? I think I just fired a bullet, but I'm not sure why. Literally, I'm nowhere near my trigger button right now. I'm not quite sure what caused that to happen. I thought I was being shot at for a second, but... LUPA-LUPIN'S camp, eh? How is there nothing... There's got to be something worth stealing here, right? There's got to be something worthwhile. There's got to be a reason for coming here. Is there really nothing? Just entire pig heads in water. That is food. That is what
you have hours stretching before you.
What does that mean? Time exists. Right, okay. So where exactly do we need to be? The other side of the world tree by the looks of it. I mean, he said he was at the foot of the world tree, but he's not in that ravine, which is where the marker's trying to point me right now. I'm actually really confused as to where my boy out of date is rolling at the moment. Literally rolling because he's in a wheelchair. Is that a handicapist joke? Who knows? I thought it was funny. I had a personal interior chuckle at what I said, so I guess I win. I guess I've won this war. I really don't know where I'm meant to be though. It's just making me run in a big circle. It's a very big tree, to be fair, so running around it is taking a while. I feel like it would have been easier to... No, look, I'm back round at the camp with the balloon that I could see in the distance, which means I'm nearly back at LUPA-LUPIN'S, right? So where the fuck? Where the actual fuck? Down here? Below me? Below me? No, it's not like I can go underneath. But it's like... It is like down... It is down. It is like inside this... There's got to be a cave somewhere then, huh? That's what I'm doing wrong here. I'm not looking for caves. I'm just getting further and further away, but if I go this way it's wrong, and if I go this way it's wrong. There's got to be an entrance. An entrance to the floor. Any ideas? Any ideas?
Any sun is way better than none.
I am so confused by this game right now. Okay, we are getting closer, but only because I'm walking towards the marker again. Going left isn't actually helping. What's this? Oh, right, one of them, yeah. I need to be on the lookout for those. Those are worth my time. Maybe we follow this path? Maybe we follow this path. Hey, maybe we follow this path. Okay, this is looking promising. Maybe we should have followed this path. We've got a fast travel point,
Let's see.
if I ever remember that those exist. Gotta be in here though, right? Gotta be.
It's a place well hidden. It's just below the above.
It was well hidden, you're not wrong. Also, there appears to be a spaceship in here. Is this where I find out the plot twist that I'm actually an alien? Because that would explain a lot. It would explain an awful lot about my character. How he looks, how he acts, how he and I have absolutely no concept of what is going on in this game. Why do you have a Millennium Falcon, you fucking terrifying creature?
Out of Date's impressed you made it this far, but there's still so much left to do. The end of the world is still on everyone's mind.
Hey, I killed a boss. I've saved a quarter of the world.
Where you have the power to destroy or save everyone. Question is, what you'll do with that responsibility.
What do you think I'm gonna do?
He worries about you. If you love yourself, you don't hurt others. But the more you hate yourself, the more you want others to suffer.
I mean, of course I hate myself. Have you seen me?
Thinks it's important that you remember who you are and where you came from. Someone without knowledge of their history and origin is like a tree without roots.
Roots? What are roots?
It's important to stay grounded. You share the same.
You talked for a really long time then.
Out of Date says there's a time for everything. And now there's no use thinking of the past, for it's gone. Think of the present, because that's where you are. It's time to set your priorities as the one who completes things.
I am doing my checklist, don't you worry.
He's worried that you're putting the world at risk. But darkness isn't necessarily the end of the world. It's just another perspective.
Exactly.
If the world really does end, there won't be anywhere to run. So, he's prepared for the worst. Something he calls the Ark.
Is that what this is? Your strange little, like, fetuses in glass in a abandoned spaceship. Is this your Ark?
Two sides to everything, but for him it would be devastating if you were forced to use the Ark to escape while the world crumbled.
I don't know, that sounds pretty fun. We could become space adventurers.
There's no clear record of the chain of events that changed the course of history and brought the world to its knees.
There's a small green and purple monstrosity.
He's found evidence on the Ark, records of a crisis, decades of contamination that permeated the ground and broke its inner core. The contamination disrupted what we now know as key energy, the life force that runs through all things, living and inanimate. He's been told the blight affected everything at a genetic level and turned our perception of normality on its head. It was only those that changed that avoided extinction, proving that the possibility for survival and renewal was real. He understands you are curious about the ship at the foot of the tree. He says it surfaced when the oil broke through the ground.
Oh, you know what oil is then?
The Ark predates the back-in days, and now...
I'm sure they were
after
calling it something
years of
stupid
study
before,
of
like
the
rainbow
manuals
juice or
he found
something.
inside, he believes he's figured the ship out. The Ark has room for 4 more, even if you think no one else is worth saving if the world comes to an end.
I'll just bring 4 hot babes and me.
He'll
Like 5,
keep
I
the
just won't bring
seats
out a date.
open, and you are free to invite up to 4 others to join you in the Ark in the event of a cataclysm.
Yes! When you completed all quests for a character, you can offer them one of the 4 seats on the Ark. Your allied tribe Sifu and Out of Date already have seats. Oh, cool. But think hard about who to bring with you before offering someone a seat, as you won't be able to change your mind. Depending on your aura, some characters might decline your invitation.
Out of Date says that from what he's heard, you've been busy. He says he appreciates what you've done so far, but unfortunately he's got urgent news from his friend Gizmo in the West.
Uh-huh.
Out of Date says he knows you're good-hearted enough to do your best to support.
Please stop calling me good-hearted. I'm very bad and evil.
He says he'll point you in the right direction, but finding Gizmo and making sure he gets what he needs is up to you.
He's over there.
That doesn't sound good. Out of Date's forebodings are justified. The Jumbo Puff needs to be taken care of. Out of Date says that Gizmo is worried now that the Western World Eater is stepping up its activity.
It's weird that the narrator had like a little bit of passion in his voice when he said that
Gizmo is
cutscene line.
working on a scrap walker vessel in order to get to the World Eater, but needs help to get it done.
Sounds like it was added in afterwards, you know. They were like, oh no, we need to up the ante a bit here, make the narrator sound panicked.
Out of Date
For the first time
suggests
ever.
that you should head west as fast as possible and see what you can do to help.
Okay, I'm going.
He wonders what's on your mind.
I'm going.
Has plenty to do, so no worries.
You literally told me to go as fast as possible and then was like, so, you want to stop and have a chat? You feel like the narrator is talking too often when exploring. Okay, I can shut him up. That's good to know. There is a shut up narrator button. The fuck? They actually are jar fetuses. Furry fetuses. Right, so this was very interesting. Some interesting,
it's surprisingly bug-free.
Spoilers, I guess, is what that kind of was, because they were like, so there's this arc to escape in case everything goes to shit. You can invite this many people. Here's your mechanics as to, you know, deciding who gets saved at the end of the game when everyone has to escape because the world goes to shit. So we know the world is going to go to shit now. We can confirm that. I'm not going to save Goop though. I'm definitely not going to save Gulp. So I guess we need to make some new friends to find someone actually worth saving. Maybe we'll find one over in this direction. Like this guy right here. Hello, strange big man. What's your deal? Yeah? I thought he was going to like call out to me or something, but the camera just decided to pan and look at him for like a solid 5 seconds for absolutely no reason. You okay? I feel like you're going to take up like 3 seats in the Ark. Oh, he incited a fucking seizure
Sometimes
in
your
me.
mind creates an illusion where it's possible to go back in time to relive a moment in your life.
Oh, I don't have spells. All I can do is punch him. All I can do is punch him. And he's much stronger than me. How am I going to defeat this guy? He's much better than me. Literally all I have is punch. He has a bow. This isn't fair. Okay, I am actually... Nope. I was going to say I am actually winning now, but that ended pretty quickly, huh?
We all have things in our past we wish hadn't happened, and can come to remember seeing and doing things that never happened.
Only if you're a little bit broken upstairs. You can't just pretend like, oh yeah, we all have implanted memories. That's a thing that everyone has, it's just natural. Sometimes you just make shit up.
However, there's no doubt that what you remember makes your future different.
Uh-huh. Would I have got some sort of bonus if I beat
Choose
the flashback
the
creature?
automaton functionality you want to recall.
What? I mean, since I can't work out how to use health items, I feel like maybe the health inject. Okay, it actually tells me what they are. Activate the automaton's heal function in the consumable favorites. Okay, so that is just another heal. Possibly a regenerating one. It's like an Estus Flask, I guess, but even so, doesn't sound super useful. Pew pew bang, the automaton's turret function is automatically activated whenever enemies are around and will aid you in combat. That's nice. Activate the automaton's boost function, the consumer. So anything that's going to make me use the radial wheel more is bad, because the game doesn't pause. It slows down when you're using the radial menu, but it doesn't pause. And the gameplay is too frenetic. The battles are too fast paced to allow you to do that comfortably ever. So that's no. To use an automaton's glider wings, jump off at high elevation and press and hold jump while in the air. You control it by flying. See, that sounds fun though. Like, this is obviously the best choice because it's going to make combat so much easier. But this turns the game into Breath of the Wild.
I was wondering when you'd recall how to spring the automaton air gliders.
Well, you could have just told me. You realise that, right? Can't be all passive-aggressive about me not knowing how to do something when you could quite easily have just been like, hey, here's how you do it. Oh, it doesn't get much horizontal, does it? You plummet straight down pretty quickly. I need a pyro pip. Oh. Hello. I wasn't expecting you to just lie down and look at me. I thought you'd be a bit more spooked. Again, the monster design in this is very cool. It's got sort of like a dark crystal labyrinth, sort of, like everything kind of looks like a puppet. And I'm totally here for it. You know, everything's just like really like got like felt fur and like big glassy eyes and stuff. Everything looks very uncanny, but in a good way. As I say, there's a lot to like about this game, there really is. I think flawed is the best way of putting it. It's the best way of describing it. Like
this is called Suburbia, a place to get away from the city.
I see why this is reviewed so badly. I see why people dislike it so much. The combat is clunky at best. The dialogue just makes no sense ever. You know. The RPG mechanics are being very generous to call them RPG mechanics. Like, what is even the point of charisma? But, you know, at least from a visual standpoint, it's very cool, and that boss fight was suitably impressive. And I do enjoy the world building a lot.
Globus from the back in time, an atlas mapper that unearths ground range. Bet it still works.
I don't know what any of that meant, but I'm going to interact with it.
You need to swivel the Globus's bearings to get the atlas mapper to work.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah? Is this not what you wanted from me? I got the white on the white and the orange on the orange. Huh.
Just a few moves left. Make them count.
Okay. Just about solved that. Had one move left, I think. Oh, I need to do 5 of those. Fuck off. I don't even know what they're going to unveil for me, but I don't care enough. I really don't care enough. I'm not gonna hunt around this town for 4 more of those fuckers. Got places to be, things to do, progress to be made, another boss to kill. And I think Gizmo's gonna be just the fella to help me do it. Gizmo was the dude who had me digging through scrap in the past, right? I think. Taught me how to forge, how to do the crafting mechanics that I just don't use. He was a good guy. Maybe he deserves a seat on my arc. Maybe. Probably not, though. What happened to the giant man? Was he just a trigger of a memory? I guess it wasn't actually like a real person. But I don't know who it was. It had absolutely nothing to do with the memory itself. So I don't really know what that was all about. Maybe it will be clear as I progress through the game. I don't know. Maybe answers will be found as to my backstory. It's very weird though, as I was saying before, until I got distracted by whatever the fuck else I was distracted by. The world building itself is very good in this game. The setting is very cool, very creative. There's obviously like deep lore, a very expansive sort of...
Darkness is crawling over the sky.
Cool. A very expansive sort of Bible was probably written for the world building of this game. You know, there's probably an awful lot that's gone into this. But then, like, the actual character narrative is fucking ridiculous and nonsensical most of the time. And the dialogue is even worse. And it's just such a shame. Like, it's like... How can I put this? It's like one writer came up with the general concept and really put his all into it and was doing some really cool shit. And then a completely different writer came along and just, like, wrote their own shit on top of it. And that writer was a fanfic author. Mostly writes Harry Potter smut. That's not to smack talk whoever wrote the second part of this game, but it's definitely not the same person who wrote the general lore and concept. Definitely. I can 100% guarantee that.
Cut that one in half.
Wait for my stamina to regen a bit. I've got you. Canute Snuggis. You're going the fuck down, boy. You got nothing on my death lasers. I very much like the death lasers. Have I mentioned that? Have I mentioned how much I enjoy the death lasers? Because they're very cool. I'd probably still be fighting the boss, the Porky Puff, if I hadn't...
FREEKFREE, a supposedly monstrous cave.
It's not a cave. Your Clonk Fist is too weak to smash through this, you need to upgrade it. How do I do that? Find Clink to strengthen the Clonk Fist. Alright, how do I do that? This? No, that's find the no-no. Oh god, I have so many quests. I didn't realise I had this many. I want to strengthen my fist though. Because it's my actual weapon as well as just being a... What? Find a mount. Find a mount? That would be cool. I could find a mount. I don't know. None of these seem to be pointing towards a fella named Clink. Which is very upsetting to me. I'm suddenly aware I can just, like, fast travel to my destination here. Can I not? I can fast travel to there. Can't fast travel to here. I mean, that's closer, right? Let's do that. Sure. Let's do that. Maybe we'll find a mount. Maybe that will help me get around quicker. I don't remember getting a quest to find a mount, but I see it on my map.
Feel the night wrap around you.
Is that a mount? Hey, are you a mount? Hey, dude.
That's a gnote. Easy prey for LUPA-LUPIN. For everyone else, they're a perfect mount and easily tamed if they are kept fed.
Okay. Bring...
A pip bush that's nom-nom for the gnotes.
Don't you say nom-nom. Don't you fucking say nom-nom. That is not okay. That is not okay. We're getting far too early internet here. I found a pit plant. I probably should have actually read what that said. It said something about B, so I pressed B. Did that work? Did I get the thing? I mean, it's pointing me back to this fella now. Hey. Oh. Cool. You can move and shoot while mounted. The mount will stay... I feel like I was meant to have done this before I got the water mount, honestly. I feel like this is something I was meant to have done a lot earlier and I just completely blanked. But this is cool. I've got a mount now. I don't know if I can summon it or if it's just like a temporary thing. Like I have to find a new mount every time I want a mount. Go out of my way to find a berry and bring it to a weird horse. Furry horse. Horse, furry horse. More or less what I said there. Oh. Uh-oh, can horse swim? Probably not. That's why I have a water mount. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I mean, horse can swim. Just not well. At least I'm not drowning. I call that a victory. He's fine. He's a resilient creature. Oh dear.
Tempting to jump into the leaves.
No, it's not. Stop trying to tell me what's tempting and what isn't. What's tempting is falling off a waterfall and watching my horse just brush it off like the man that it is. The powerful creature that it is. It's 100% testosterone, 0% failure. That's what this monster is. There's not an atom in its body that isn't dedicated to pure masculinity. I don't really know how I'm meant to get up to where I'm meant to be going, so I'm just sort of riding about and hoping that the path towards my destination just falls into my lap. We go through here? Ow. I mean, I'm fine, but ow on behalf of my my poor little creature. Seems pretty invincible though. It's had its brain dashed against rocks on multiple occasions now, and it's doing good for itself. There has to be a way up. There has to be. Theoretically. Ideally. It wouldn't be a very good game if you just couldn't get to the place you need to go to complete it. This is looking kind of promising. Oh, whoa! Well. All I can say is whoops. I can't get out. Well, rest in peace. Oh. Well, that feels like a pretty good stopping point. I think I just murdered my mount. In my defense, that sewer snuck up on me. How was I supposed to see it coming?
This story is as powerful as you'll let it be.
It's pretty powerful. Pretty powerful. Today we mourn the mount. And I go and stop playing the game. So I'll see you guys around. Bye.